My name is Laura, and today I'm reading Deuteronomy 14. You are the Lord's children. Do not cut yourselves and don't shave your foreheads for the dead, because you are a people holy to the Lord your God. You are the ones whom the Lord selected to be his own, to be a treasured people out of all other people on earth. Don't eat any detestable thing. Here's a list of animals you are allowed to eat: ox, sheep, goat, deer, gazelle, roebuck, wild goat, ibex, antelope, and mountain sheep. You are also allowed to eat any animals with a divided hoof, the hoof being divided into two parts, and that re-chews food among the various kinds of animals. However, here's a list of animals that either re-chew food or have hooves divided into two parts that you are not allowed to eat: the camel, the hare, and the rock badger, because these re-chew food but don't have divided hoofs. They are off limits for you. And the pig, because it has a divided hoof but doesn't re-chew food. It's off limits for you. You may not eat these animals' meat, and you must not touch their carcasses. Here's a list of the water animals you are allowed to eat. You can eat anything that has fins and scales, but you aren't allowed to eat anything that lacks scales or fins. These are off limits for you. You are allowed to eat any clean bird. Here's a list of those you are not allowed to eat: the eagle, the vulture, the osprey, the red kite, the black kite, and any kind of bird of prey, any kind of raven, the ostrich, the nighthawk, the seagull, any kind of hawk, the small owl and the large owl, and the water hen, the desert owl, the carrion vulture, the cormorant, the stork, any kind of heron, the hope, and the bat. Also, all winged insects are off limits for you. They are not to be eaten. Any clean winged creature can be eaten, however. You must not eat any decayed animal flesh, because you are a people holy to the Lord your God. You can give decayed animal flesh to the immigrants who live in your cities, and they can eat it, or you can sell it to foreigners. Don't cook a lamb in its own mother's milk. You must reserve 1/10 of whatever your fields produce each year. Eat the 10th part of your grain, wine, oil, oldest offspring of your herd, and flocks in the presence of the Lord your God, in the location he selects for his name to reside, so that you may learn to fear the Lord your God at all times. But if the trip is too long, because the location the Lord your God has selected to put his name is far away from where you live, so that you can't transport the 10th part, because the Lord your God will certainly bless you, then you can convert it to money. Take the money with you and go to the location the Lord your God selects. Then you can use the money for anything you want: cattle, sheep, wine, beer, or whatever else you might like. Then you should feast there and celebrate in the presence of the Lord your God, along with your entire household. Only make sure not to neglect the Levites who are living in your cities, because they don't have a designated inheritance like you do. Every 3rd year, you must bring the 10th part of your produce from that year and leave it at your city gates. Then the Levites, who have no designated inheritance like you do, among with the immigrants, orphans, and widows who live in your cities, will come and feast until they are full. Do this so that the Lord your God might bless you in everything you do.